to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video. Normally when we don't do too much, we're going to be doing a server showcase based on the last video we posted of ViolationX. This is my buddy's server that he is just putting out, and they're putting a lot of time and a lot of effort into it. It is a old school RuneScape revision based server with a semi-custom aspect put on it, similar to Spawn PK and RuneX. They have all of the raids, they have all of them working, they have all of the raid items, etc. But there's a little bit of a custom put on it, and they're very tasteful, recolors, etc. So it's not like super custom like miniguns and stuff like that. So stay tuned. So before we get into the showcase, I figured we'd show like some of the updates that they've posted recently, like the new Wilderness Cave, is in 44 or 54 to 55 Wilderness, west of the Mage Bank Stairs. Use the crevice from the Hill Giants. You know, you can come in here. You do have to have some things done to be able to access it. 50 player kills, 10 trial tasks completed, 100k blood money. You know, they've got all sorts of new things added. Some very custom, but that's okay. It adds some spice to the RSPS, in my opinion. You can get different types of Wilder or Larens keys, medium, hards. The better ones that gives the better loot, obviously. You can get the AGS sword, Bando sword, Lightbearer ring, Osmutton's fang, you know, whole 9 yards. I mean, they've got literally everything. They even have a gamble ban system where you can ban yourself from gambling for up to 3 days. You can store your blood money in it for 3 days, etc. You know, they've got battle mages, which this is a custom item as well. As you can see, the Zami Staff Eye, the Saradomin Staff Eye, and the Gothic Staff Eye. They only work with their corresponding spells, of course, and they must be charged to be able to get the extra max hits. And then, of course, just the quality of life updates and stuff like that. Adding the brew and range and mage and blah, blah, blah. You know, you guys can always go on the forums post and look at all of the updates and whatnot. I will be putting the forums post into the description as well as the Discord. So when you log in, you get a few items. Obviously not the donator boxes. You get a beginner casket, which you must do a few things to be able to open, of course. Create your own preset, vote for ViolationX, you do your daily activities, kill 3 players, and of course kill 10 revenants. Of course, you will also get a referral box. You open that referral box, you get a free reward. I found it on YouTube, and then you just type KFC Cannon. Helps me out a ton. I really appreciate it. And of course, you get your starter box, which will give you a double drop slam for 110 minutes, 2 times blood money scrolls, and a few thousand blood money. Blood money is not too terrible to get. It's pretty easy. You also start with a beginner weapon pack, which you can pick between a PvP and a PvM weapon. Now, the PvM weapon, you can choose the Vigor's Beginner Chain Mace, or you can get the Beginner's Crossbow. Or, of course, you could go PvP aspect of the game and get Beginner Dragon Claws or Beginner AGS. One of the very first things I want to show off, of course, is coming to : LMS. They do have loot keys in this game, just like old school RuneScape. All you do is you talk to this guy, you ask for the access to the chest, and then you have to pay 25,000 blood money for it, and then you are able to use the loot keys. Oh, a double ask. It's fine. But we do have loot keys here on ViolationX, which is very, very cool. Then, of course, at home, we do have these beautiful, beautiful tournament presets and whatnot. You can enter, spectate, and then, of course, the tourney shop, which you'll see all of the shops here later. This is all the stuff you can get with tournament points. You can get all the way up to $100 bond, display name, scroll change, Void, Missouri, not the F version. We'll show that off here in a little while. You know, mystery chest, which you can get some of the best items in the game from Scythe of Vitter, Ancient Godsword, etc. We got the Rossi, we've got Raids mystery boxes, Pet mystery boxes. I mean, it's just full of amazing things. We'll go through the shops a little bit. We got the Blood Money shop. You know, some things are pretty expensive, like the Primordial Boots and the Ballista and whatnot, but very easily doable on everything. The Elder Maul being 75,000. We'll just go ahead and grab one of those right now. You've got your vote point shop. It is definitely worth voting on this game. Please vote every single day. You can get legendary mystery boxes. You can get Twisted Bow, Scythe of Vitters, Dragon Hunter Lance, Volatile Orbs, etc. Full Inquisitor, full Dragon G, etc. etc. You've got your donator ticket shop. Jesus. Which, of course, you get donator tickets from claiming bonds, etc. You know, the raids boxes, full Torva, Zarek crossbow, Scythe of Vitter, Twisted Bow. You got your bounty hunter store, which you get bounty hunter points for killing other players. Osmotin's Fang Ore, you've got the Library, you've got the Illidanus Ward and the Illidanus Ward F and the Illidanus Ward Ore, you've got the Missouri Assembler, Full Crystal, etc. You got the Pure Point Store, you have got all of these cool things, man. Like this is the hotspot store where you get hotspot points for killing people during the hotspots. Consumables, which are free. You've got the skilling, and then you've got, just like the basic gear, basic armor. You've got your range, and then of course you've got your mage. So very, very cool, very, very amazing interfaces. I love the interfaces on this game. They're sick. Earlier when I said blood money's not that terrible to get, I really mean it. All you got to do is do : Slayer, come to the Slayer Master. You've got the task trial system. Okay? So you can pick between a monster, a safe trial, a target trial, and a player trial. Obviously, the player trial is just random killing people. Target trial would be like your target that you would get in the wilderness. Safe trial would be, in the safe zone, etc. And then monster trial, of course, would be something in the wilderness as a monster. All of them give different types of rewards. They're the same rewards, but they're more. So the monster will get you 10 tasks, 10 Slayer, and 10k blood money. Safe trial, same thing. Target trial will give you 20 task points, 15 Slayer points, and 20k blood money. And then, of course, you've got the player trial, which is 30 task points, 20 Slayer points, and 30k blood money. So blood money is not really that difficult to get on the game itself to get those really high tier, very powerful items. Then, of course, from the Slayer Point store by itself, you are able to get a lot of really good things like the Target Bounty Scroll. You've got the Magic Shortbow Scroll, Ring of Well Scroll, Green Slayer Helm, Red Slayer Helm, the Cyrax Slayer Helm, which is the best Slayer helmet in game. You can see what it does there, and it is an auto keep item. It is really, really neat. But yeah, Slayer's definitely worth doing on here. PVM's worth doing on here. PKing's worth doing on here. It's going to be an amazing server. Then, of course, we get into the more PvP aspect. So this is where you go to risk. It's just : risk zone. It's very, very cool. Very similar to how the Deadman mode cages and stuff were set up during the tournaments and whatnot. So it's very, very old school RuneScape based. Like, they tried their best to really make it genuine. And it's so cool. So cool. And then, of course, we have it where we can do some 1v1s. Teleport to a dangerous area. But this is where you can do like 1v1s in H fights, etc. See PvP. You can get bounty tasks and stuff to 1v1 in here and whatnot. Kind of like Edge PvP or PvP World on old school that are basically just at Edgeville for NHing, Bridding, etc. That type of thing. I do also want to mention that if you come over to the quest tab, you can see all of the hotspot, shooting star, wilderness key, etc. Then you come over here and you can see your PvP information as well as all of your Slayer information. And then, of course, just the basic panel, like your achievements that you can do, which all give very good rewards. Like, it's worth doing everything on the game. You can look up NPC drops. It comes up all. You can search NPC, you can search the item, your presets, the daily tasks I was talking about earlier. You've got easy, medium, and of course you have the hard mode. Everything is just, it's so clean and crisp on the server. It's insane. We'll show off a little bit of what we can get out of the donator boxes as well. You got the new Crystal Shield, Granite Mole, or Bandus Tassets, Ballista, Whip, and of course the Archer's Ring Eye. But, you can just get those from claiming $100 bonds or buying them or whatever you wanted to do. Show up a few of the items we've got going on here. Of course, we have full Missouri F, which is just very neat as well. It's full old school RuneScape. Then you got custom Armadillo Ore, which is just better accuracy and a little bit more damage from the regular Armadillo. You've got your Holy Scythe of Vitter, the regular Scythe, and of course the Sang Scythe. Then you have the Holy Sanguinesti and the regular Sanguinesti. You've got the Twisted Bow, you've got the Dragon Hunter Lance, you've got it all. We, of course, have one final thing to cover, being the Donator Zone. Look how beautiful this place is. You have got everything here. From skilling, you can talk to him to get your donator tickets and everything. You have got all of custom barrows, which each have their own unique pets. They all have their own unique pets, their sets, etc. Super combats, bastion potions, bolts, point mystery boxes, etc. Very, very neat. Very, very unique. Not very many servers have ever had this, and the ones that have had it have fallen previously. Older servers that were very high success. If you come over here to the credits manager, this is where you can spend your donator tickets and stuff of that nature, which we did show earlier in the shop showcase. But I mean, it's nuts. I assume the raids boxes are probably the best things to get. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I mean, it's dope. Now to end this video, we are going to have 3 winners. We're going to give away $100 in total for the first video because it just seems fair. We are going to be giving $45 to 2 lucky winners. So each of you will receive $45 in bonds, and then of course the first comment with their unedited IGN on this video will be receiving a $10 bond on the release of ViolationX. Again, that will be in the description for the site you can go to see the countdown. Make your account. Make sure to get ready to play this server every single day with me. And you guys have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching.